Hello, this is the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Thank you so much for tuning into this video in which we will look at binomial expansions. So in a previous lesson, we expanded one set of brackets. Here we have two sets of brackets multiplied together, and they're called binomials because we have two terms in each set of brackets. So we are going to expand a plus b multiplied by c plus d. So there are actually three ways that you can do it, and I'll show you those three ways. The first way is using the FOIL acronym. So these letters, FOIL, just tell you what you need to multiply by what. So if I'm expanding these brackets, I go firsts, the thing that occurs firsts in each bracket. Then I multiply the things that occur on the outside of each bracket. So here that would be A and D. That's my O. Then I is insides, the thing that occurs on the inside of each bracket. And then L is lasts. You multiply the things that occur last in each bracket. So all of these are like being multiplied because remember, no operation written means times. So firsts is just A times C, O outsides, A times D, positive times a positive gives you a positive. Then insides is positive B times positive C, and then the thing that occurs last in each brackets, B times D. So this is actually my answer. I have expanded these brackets because I found an equivalent expression that has no brackets. So that's how you use FOIL. What are the other methods? Well, we can use rectangles as well. We're multiplying A plus B, so that's this length here, by C plus D, which is this length here. We're basically finding the area of this whole rectangle. Width is A plus B and length is C plus D. So to find the area of this big rectangle, I can just find the area of the smaller rectangles and add them up. So this rectangle is A times C, this one is A times D, B times C, and B times D. So now all I have to do is add them all up, and you can see that when I use the rectangles, I get the exact same answer as when I used FOIL. So the third way that you can do it is this. See, basically when we're multiplying this binomial by this binomial, we need to multiply everything in the first bracket by everything in the second bracket. So we multiply A by the second bracket. So A times C plus D, using the distributive law, distribute the A to the C and the A to the D. And then we need to multiply the second thing in the first bracket by everything in the second bracket. So that's just B times C plus B times D. You can see that we have the same answer for each of the three methods. You can do it any way you like. So I'll show you these three methods now on another example involving x's. So we're going to expand x plus 3 times x plus 5. We're going to get a quadratic that has an x squared term. So method 1 we can use is FOIL. So remember, you multiply the thing that occurs first in each bracket, the thing on the outside, insides, and then finally the thing last. So firsts, the thing that occurs first in each bracket, x times x is x squared. Outsides, x times positive 5 just gives you 5x. Then we multiply the insides. 3 times x is just positive 3x. And then the thing that occurs last in each bracket, 3 times 5, giving us positive 15. So for this one, we need to simplify. We didn't need to simplify on the previous slide because there were no like terms. Here we have two like terms. 5x plus 3x is just 8x. So my final answer using FOIL, x squared plus 8x plus 15. Now let's look at how you might get that answer if you want to draw the rectangles. So we'll draw a rectangle here. We're multiplying x plus 3 by x plus 5. So we'll divide these into rectangles like that. So the area of the large rectangle is x plus 3 times x plus 5, and we're going to find it by finding the area of each of the smaller rectangles and adding them up. So this first rectangle here, x times x is x squared, x times 5 is 5x, x times 3 is 3x, and then 3 times 5 is 15. So once again, our answer is x squared plus 5x plus 3x plus 15. These two are like terms, and so we end up with x squared plus 8x plus 15. So the third way you can think of it, remember, multiply everything in the first bracket by everything in the second bracket. So what we do is we take x from the first bracket and multiply it by everything in the second bracket, and then we take 3 and multiply that by everything in the second bracket. So expanding the first bracket, x times x is x squared, x times 5 is 5x. Now we'll expand the second bracket, so plus 3 times x gives us positive 3x, and then 3 times 5 is 15. Once again, we have two like terms. We need to simplify them. We get x squared plus 8x plus 15. All right, let's look at some more examples. Now I'm just going to use the FOIL method. So you can use any of the other methods if you like. I'm just going to, for time's sake, use the FOIL method to expand each of these brackets. Once again, expand means I get an expression that has no brackets. So for this one here, we're going to multiply first in each bracket, x times x, outsides, so x times negative 7, insides, negative 2 times x, and outsides. So outsides is negative 2 times negative 7. Two negatives multiply to give a positive. So once again, we can see we have some like terms. This isn't 7x, it's negative 7x. So when I combine those middle terms, it's negative 7 minus 2 is negative 9, and I'll leave the x squared and 14 alone because they have no like terms. So x squared minus 9x plus 14, I'm done. These have no like terms. All right, what about x minus 5 times x plus 5? So let's use FOIL again. First, x times x just gives you x squared. Outsides, x times positive 5 gives you positive 5x. For the insides, it's negative 5 times x. So this time it's negative 5x. And then lasts, negative 5 times positive 5. Negative times positive is always negative. We get minus 25. So these two are the like terms, but they actually cancel out. 5x minus 5x is just 0. So we're actually left with just x squared minus 25. So this is a special expansion called the difference of two squares. If you have the same thing in each brackets, but different signs, one has a minus, one has a plus, you just square the first, square the second, and stick a minus in front of them. Let's now do an example where the coefficient of x is not 1. So we're going to use the same process. So 2x times 3x, not 5x. 2 times 3 is 6. X times x is x squared. So then outsides, 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. Insides, negative 3 times 3x is negative 9x. And then last is negative 3 times negative 2, so we get a positive answer, 6. So here we have two middle terms. They don't cancel out this time. Negative 4 minus 9 is negative 13. So this is our final answer, and we're done. All right, thank you so much for tuning into this video. This has been the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Have a great day.